You know, it'd be really embarrassing if this entire video started a little late because I happened to do the entire intro without turning the camera on, because that would definitely never happen. Yeah. Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to check out all of the Honkai Star Rail animations and Myriad Celestia trailers. Also, I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that. No, Myriad Celestia. Like in Genshin? Huh. You know, I never actually bothered to read that word before. That's weird. More importantly, I'm going to jump in and just see what happens. Or to quote Zeo Dragon, we're going to dive right in. Yeah, even in my head, that sounds like Philip DeFranco. Oh well, can't help it. More importantly, I don't know I'm getting into here because I have seen 2 animations before. Specifically, the one about the history of the Zhanzhou Alliance, and the opening one where they introduced a Flash right when it came out over... Shit, it's been 10 months. Okay, I saw that animation 10 months ago. Everything else after that, haven't seen a thing. Meant to. Didn't. Yeah, that's kind of on me. I don't know why. I like the stuff. I enjoy the stuff. I like the show. Or, well, game and the animations they produce from other series. I have no excuse. Oh well, more importantly, we're going to fix that now. Again, there'll be a link to the playlist down below because there's a lot of videos apparently, and let's get started. Also, this is live, so if I do anything weird... well, we all know I never do anything weird. That never happens. Ever. It is a complete lie, like the cake. The cake is also a lie. Also, if I randomly start whistling, I have a bad habit of whistling whenever I'm switching out between images, so, yeah, that's on me. More importantly, hey, Zeo, oh, thank you for the gifted memberships, man. Noise. Also, I'm in frame. Looks like the camera isn't overheating, which is a very important one. Hey, Molwitz, you also became a member. Thank you. Dark Horse, if you do anything weird, it's just a mood. Yeah. Oh, okay. Quantum Fang, something, man. And cake is good. You know, I said the cake is a lie earlier. Now I just want cake. I'm disappointed because it probably is a lie. 0-calorie cake, my ass. It was so tasty, it had to be at least 20. If it was only 20, I'm going to ignore the rest. More importantly, I'm getting distracted by cake. Well, nothing new there. Yoink. Forgot I have to readjust my... I got stuff on the second screen so I could actually see what I'm doing. I know, who'd have thought? That gets confusing. Also, this is a uncaffeinated stream so far. I need to fix that and make it a caffeinated stream. I'm also a disgrace to my Irish heritage because I did not get drunk for St. Paddy's Day. That's on me. It's been a week, and I'm still regretful of that. I mean, granted, I've never actually been drunk. I just skipped over to hungover every time I tried. Yeah, that's embarrassing. Why am I talking about this? Because I talk about embarrassing things when I'm not actually focusing on a video. I should probably stop doing that. And Zeo Dragon just put in, now the suffering begins. I mean, come on. What do you think this is? Honkai Impact 3rd? It's just Honkai Star Rail, which... It just happens to be from miHoYo and have Honkai in the name. It can't be that bad. It's not like they got the guy behind Final Lesson writing Penacony and I'm just waiting for Pain. Yeah. Let me believe that for a bit, please. Also, I may or may not stream whenever Not May Raiden comes out. Acheron, whatever. So yeah, I might do that. More importantly, this is going to be animated short Flash. Ooh, a Flash. This one I have seen before. Granted, it was 10 months ago, and with my memory of maybe 5 minutes. If I remember right, this is that intro for both Jing Liu and... Technically, I think she was the only one being introduced at that time period. Because the general was already introduced, so we didn't need to worry about him. Yep. I had no idea we'd actually get Jing Liu when this came out. Dude. If you were drunk at 2 root canals, honestly, being drunk probably helped.
Heed this oath. As clouds that cover the heavens, will the knights protect the Xianzhou. Draw!
I wonder what happened with her.
Yes, master.
I have her character. Love using her. I don't know nearly enough about her.
Will the knights protect the Xianzhou?
What is the highlight? What is going on? You know, this is probably something that's in lore. I just need to learn more about it. Dude. Yeah, I remember how much I enjoyed seeing this.
Hold firm. A Cloud Knight must
Seeing
never
him
let
as a
slip
kid.
their will, nor let slacken their form. Yes, master.
He was so cute as a kid. Oh. I'd say where did he go wrong, but conniving general, so yeah. Seeing the fire, some of his guys going evil. Because they were part of the group that created the quartet.
So it is with the Mara strike.
I wonder if that was the first
To
Mara.
become stricken
No,
with
no, she already
Mara
knew
is
about
to be
it.
a long-life species. If I too become stricken in times hereafter, you must not hold back.
Yes.
What answer led him to not killing her?
No sense of time, humanity waiting, a serious case. You should leave, Genuine.
That's what that was. That was probably the judge's commission that was putting her down. All the soldiers she froze. Dude. I really want to learn more about her character. It's probably out in the story already, just haven't got to it. Did I play the Zhanzhou story? I played a lot of it, but the character stories I kind of passed. I need to get around to them.
Farewell, master.
Yeah, that farewell didn't last long.
Your gift of instruction. I will pay in this strife.
I just got what the 2 stars were. I know I missed that completely the first time. It's literally their stars being represented by the characters as well. Or characters represented by the stars. And you got to see that moment of her still being human. And
9,997.
Yang Qing being trained up as his eventual probably put me down type guy.
10,000.
Yeah.
Cloud Knight must never
I don't want to
let
say
slip
execution
the
because that's
weapon,
way too on the
nor
nose, but
let
also
slack
probably
the form.
accurate? Probably
Though,
accurate.
You'll have to grow a little taller before the knights will have you.
I want to be like you, General. I want to be a famous Xianzhou legend.
Considering no one
do.
actually does, you have to wait for him to go
It's a
crazy
difficult
first.
road.
But that's the road you took, right, General?
What would a Mara struck version of him be? Huh. Also, calling
Seeing
Ancient a
as
punchy
you're
bag.
so full of fighting
Yeah.
spirit,
Yeah.
Earned from Honkai Star, not Star Rail,
won't
sorry.
hold back.
3rd. Yeah, Impact 3rd. That's where he earned it. Yeah. That's a cute scene at the end until you realize he's literally setting himself up for the goal to be the same, just like his boss. Or mentor and or general. Both. And just, yeah. Basically setting Yang Qing up to kill him, or try to kill him, whenever he eventually goes crazy. Lofu's punchy bag. Star Rail is to Star Rail. Oh god, yeah. Just look at the chat right now, and there's someone going, "Bro, what the hell's going on?" Yeah, that's probably accurate. I know just enough of the lore to understand what's happening because I played through the storyline, but I really want to know more about why she ain't dead, for example, or contained. I'm assuming maybe that was her breakup. It looked like she was contained. I don't even know. More importantly, these are all mostly in order, although I think this one might be in the wrong moment. So we're going to check up Icor of 2 Dragons. Okay, it was just really weirdly abbreviated there. Pretty sure this is the Dawnil version. The statue we see at the one location. Oh! Now this... Oh, it is so weird seeing him with white hair. Also, I literally just called him Blady in my head. I hate everything about that. God damn it. So people are wondering who the characters are. We got Jing Liu, who is one of, at least currently, the most powerful characters of the game. I actually keep forgetting the general's name for some reason. Nothing, Jing Yuan maybe? Whatever. We got Blade, whose real name I don't know, and Fox Girl, who I know dies, but also has the exact same character designs as Bailu, and I have no idea how that happened. It's weird. Never seen this, though. This is where I'm starting to see things I haven't.
You too, Imbibitor Lune. Let's see a smile.
Wait, the Imbibitor?
Hey, why the frown?
Oh, because his past life here, yeah.
You too, Imbibitor Lune. Let's see a smile.
Let them off the hook by heart. They're still sore from losing to Jing Liu.
Pouring one out for the dead, yeah.
I'm always available.
What? I'm sorry, that...
Want a rematch? I'm always available.
I know she said it's a rematch she's already available, or always available for, but, am I the only one who, thought that did not sound like they were asking for, that tone was way more... I'm just gonna move on, because that did not sound like... It sounded like a proposition, goddammit. Yinjing is Blade's name? Huh. Oh. Oh, that's not just an effect. It's actually a memory? A knife?
How long will you keep running?
His memory. Because he's in a weird position right now where he does remember his past.
Leave. You'll find no refuge among the stars.
That's where you're wrong.
The High Elder's succession is as eternal and unyielding as the ancient sea.
The ancient sea which they took into space? Am I the only one who sees that as kind of a stupid metaphor for someone who reincarnates and it's like, yeah, don't worry. Maybe that's the entire point. Nah, it doesn't seem like they're doing double English there.
Past is yours? No. You are my reincarnation. A mirror image. A past.
They do realize a mirror image is actually flipped around in the exact opposite of the person you're seeing? Probably not.
Life's sin must be repaid in this one.
Also, isn't it... I know he's weird because he does remember, because all the other ones they make a point is that it's just weird. No one else, no other dragons remember their past lives. They leave books so they can remember to see if they like it again. Maybe their taste changed, maybe they didn't. He actually remembers, and that's probably something they'll touch on in the future, why he remembers, but maybe not, I don't know.
For those who defy our creed and break the succession, death is the only redemption.
Technically, he died already. The entire reincarnation thing, that's what they do. Dude. Huh. I just realized that means Don Hung is actually the more chill version.
A criminal who shows no sign of remorse deserves no mercy.
Because he's literally talking to himself. That's the point of it. Because it's him. He's fighting himself. Okay, I get it now. Still love that effect in the game, where they have the dragons behind them.
You have nowhere to run.
Oh, is this the first time you actually got to see that attack? Dude. I just want to take a second to highlight that. That is... that music, man. Oh... I love... Sorry, there's something absolutely piercing about when you get a violin to just hit those high notes when everything else is just strumming along behind it with such deep tones. And then you just have that piercing... I don't even know the exact phrase. I might have known once when I played violin, but I was terrible at violin, so I can't remember. But I still appreciate it, man. Ah. I just want to hear that again. And it fades off as the hand goes down. God, that's such good timing.
Done found guilty of unpardonable sin.
Oh, so he's the one reading out the
sentence
sentence.
shall be commuted to molting rebirth and eternal banishment.
Why did you take this path?
Wait, molting rebirth? Is that different from a regular rebirth? Because I don't think I've heard anyone ever use the word molting with the rebirth before.
Hand over the transmutation arcanum and the preceptors will spare your life.
It's all because of you.
They were blaming him for something, huh? The entire immortality bullshit. I'm assuming. Thought that happened later, though. His banishment, not the immortality.
Starting today, you're one of the express crew.
Moving through his memories.
I'm clocking off for now. Attention! The express is about to make the jump.
Pom Pom gets their own memory.
You're right. You are my past, but you won't follow me into my future. I will blaze a path of my own. And it's futile.
Dude. Similar style, but just different enough. Okay, I didn't really get why this was such an important thing. I thought his design was just made a little more showy because, admittedly, they know the Finjoshi audience would go crazy for him. And I'm mostly using that word because anything else YouTube might not appreciate. But I do kind of like how in the temperament alone, even though Don Hung in the cast is the really staid, calm, cool, cold one, by comparison with his past self, he's way more free-spirited, which is just kind of hilarious to me that the way they show that is literally the more open design. They actually have his part of his chest exposed in the character design. There's more flowing. It's less uniform. His hair's a little more crazy than the other one. It's just the little things like that where the actual designs are very different if you know where to look. He's still very contained and restrained, but his past self is way more so. It's just neat how they actually have that portrayal right here. I never even realized that was actually a reference, but it does fit that way. It's a small little variation. The same, but different. And you still see the water hitting both of them.
Go then. Leave. And don't look back.
Now, how much of that was a dream in his head, and how much of that was actually just bullshit spirit?
Done, Hung. Quit daydreaming.
Oh, in his head.
Give me a smile. Another one. Say
Oh, this had to be right when they met up then.
cheese. Huh?
Are you alright?
Dude.
Just reminiscing.
Huh? Reminiscing? About what? Come on, tell me.
So this didn't really happen in the game then. Okay, I see. Maybe this was a first take on how they thought it would go? Or maybe a remembrance after everything happened. Could be either way. These two I am actually looking forward to getting to just because I like the character from other stuff. Now this one came out 3 weeks ago, so I think this was a month ago. So yeah, we'll be watching a little out of order. Checking this one up first. All right. Notice how they were in the Lofu here? Oh yeah, right, I noticed that part. I think that's the exact area where you first fight Yang Cheng in story mode, and you absolutely raffle stomp him with the characters given to you. And oh, I loved that. I really love that because I waited to get to that point, so I got to see him as a boss. And he's not hard when you know his gimmick, but when you bring the wrong team to fight him and you don't know his gimmick, that was a much more therapeutic moment in game than I thought it should be. But it worked. Next up, Harmony greets the new year. Oh, this was for that one, like, month-long or 2-month-long event where they were doing the spirit hunting.
Is this?
It's what the Xianzhou people use in their traditional
That is a
dance.
voice.
Dragon's form and lion's likeness. Put them
Huh.
on. You two will be performing.
Oh, I just noticed that they actually have the lion's likeness in Genshin now for one of the characters that's a 4-star. Interesting. Scaleforged Waterscape. That's the name of it. Okay, yeah, I see it. And Chris King said he was forced to reincarnate as part of the punishment, which is why he remembers compared to the regular reincarnation. So being forced is the reason he remembers. I'm actually a little surprised that hasn't been something that they choose to do more intentionally because of that.
Forming shortly.
Why did they just decide?
Let's go.
Did they just share the same brain cell?
Let me give them some eyes first. That's what brings them to life.
Magic.
All right, on with it.
Oh my.
Everyone!
The alarm.
Dragons and lions, we're second to
Oh!
none. So give us a
They're getting all the
cheer
characters in
for
this.
some fun. The show has begun!
Oh, so we're getting a present.
Shines in brilliant solar might.
Okay, this is so... I'm sorry, I love it whenever this is something anyone from MiHoYo does in animation. When they shift character... Or not even character designs. Animation methods. Because we had like a 2D, 3D mix for a lot of what they do. Because I've been told their exact process is they'll do a 2D render, have it sent off as a 3D render, and then redraw certain important aspects as a 2D on top of that. Which is why you can do things like this, where they look 2D generated, but there's actually a 3D component to a lot of it. Because it's actually multiple layers of work over top of the same thing. Last I heard, and this is a year out of date, the 3D work is being done by a separate company. I forgot which one. I know it was told to me, but I forgot. But then you do stuff like this, and all I can think is this is Okami all the way. I know that's not the name of the style, but it's what I get in my head.
It shines in brilliant solar might. Both heaven and earth alike.
They do stuff like this more in
are
Genshin, but I also ignore a lot more of Genshin stuff.
Toward the sun, the dragon starts to soar. As echoing through the clouds, the lions roar.
I don't remember any of this in the game, so I guess it's just extra.
The dragon shaketh from the sky.
Introduce them as friends, maybe?
As tearing through the lands, the lion flies. Both wind and rain imbue the mountain air. The one without the other. Half as fair. In
A variation of the
evil's
yin yang
grasp,
there.
the Xianzhou starts to quake.
Looks
The
like
land
roots.
submerged in turgid evil's wake.
Because you got the plants, so it
Throughout
looks
the
like roots,
dells
yeah.
are felt the scars of war, in biting wind and barren sands and more. The dragon.
Huh. This is actually kind of interesting because I know in the lore of the ghost hunting one, they mentioned that there was like this lore they kind of didn't talk about where the dragon, of course, represents the elder, so it's probably a direct reference to Danhung or Danil, whatever his actual old name was. But I think they mentioned there was also the general who was letting himself get possessed by the spirit king of the Heliobus. I wonder if that's the reference or the representation of that.
Now deprived of water's home, the lion, weak from battle, all alone. Outnumbered in the order 10 to 1. How then is the battle to be won?
Did she actually fall? If Sean's just there, take your break. I don't think of a fall. That's a big fall. And Dan Hung's just randomly there, creating a water spout. Also, it's not that far of a fall. She can survive that. Unless that was one of those really far ones. And she just jumps off again.
Return to fight. The battle shared in memory, burning bright. In evil vanquished lies tomorrow's earth, from which we reap the joy of laughter, wine, and mirth.
There's a freaking... What is that thing called that just popped between them? I don't actually know. They had fun with that. She's just eating. Here's Papa. Oh. They're just throwing every character from Low Food here, aren't they? Okay, that was cute. Oh. And let's see, that was out of order. So now we get to go to Sparkle. All I know about Sparkle is that she's insane. I have not got to her in the story. So whenever she comes out, I will be very confused. I have her. She's insanely good. I am very far behind on Penacony. Ooh. Also, hey, Diego, you're playing viewer polls for Acheron? Honestly, I'm planning to do my own polls on Acheron, maybe even off stream, because I kind of don't really like doing them on stream anymore. Mostly because I freak out and it gets really embarrassing. Yeah. I probably should do them live, but I've kind of never had the chill for it in a while, so that's just me. Dark Whispers, I watched these out of order? Actually, no, that's the thing. I haven't watched them at all. The playlist itself is out of order, because Sparkle came out after this animation, but in the playlist itself from Honkai's channel, they're just wrong. Can't be helped. I'm just trying to make sure I get it right. Sparkling tricks. Oh, does that mean Sparkle turns tricks? Innuendo. And also probably something she would find funny because she seems insane. I don't know her character, other than she seems to be the equivalent of chaotic. Fuck you all, I don't care. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong.
The world's just like a big non-stop circus, showcasing beasts brawling all day and night.
What the hell is... It's only a minute long, but... Is that whistling?
Non-stop circus,
it is.
Beasts
Was not expecting whistling.
Bears on unicycles, lions leaping through fire hoops, monkeys juggling bowls. Me, I'm happy being a side character in the background, cheering on those who have the limelight. Then at the climax of the performance, bang! Sparkling like fireworks and
everything falling apart, and she's enjoying it. I have no idea her part in the story, but yeah. That's her trailer OST? That is a weird song. And as far as I know, yeah, we have one last to go. Rondo across countless kalpas. Kalpas? Kalpas? I actually don't know how to say that one. I know this one just came out recently. Oh, holy shit, it only came out 5 days ago. Well then, I was unaware of that. I thought it was older. Huh. Sparkle and Hu Tao have the same Chinese VA? Really? Huh. Well, I guess that's the thing, where Sparkle comes off as manic and crazy. Hu Tao comes off as manic and sane. Huh. Oh, Matthew said they're a fox spirit? Yeah, well, because of the mask, that makes a lot of sense. And the personality of Fox, yeah, that actually does make a lot of sense. Moving on. What does this one do?
The remembrance is no different than the sea.
Is that
Never
blood?
gaze upon its surface on a starless night.
Oh, Black Swan.
Waiting for someone.
Didn't pull for her.
Then, how about a dance?
Are they in the remembrance? Oh. So it's the dream where they all meet up.
My gaze has lingered on her for quite a while. And tonight, I initiate our first engagement. A Galaxy Ranger, as mysterious as the rumors suggest. A blend of nobility and reticence.
This is much more spicy than I was expecting. I just took a random image. I did not listen to what's going on. I did not see what's going on. I just took thumbnails and picked one. Like, literally, I just pull a bunch of images up. I just take screenshots and pick one that looks good. I had no idea what's going on here.
Yet, in this nocturnal hunt, the Ranger is not the only one who hunts.
And Acheron's just running with
This
it,
distance,
but Black Swan is having
you're
fun.
more enchanting than you seem. Without a doubt, she seeks the Watchmaker's legacy. In this game, everyone lies. But memories do not.
Oh.
Just keeps on getting better, doesn't it? Everyone has a past.
Wait, what? Oh, we're getting constellations for her past here.
And the past
Whose?
shapes the present.
Okay, we got her standing over someone aiming a gun at her in a destroyed building.
Some people hold on to memories, while
Walking
others
away
are
on the sand?
haunted by them, unable.
Which one of them is that? They both have long hair, so I can't really tell. Zeo Dragon, I know a pretty guardian that's gonna see this. Crap baskets. Well, it's too late. I'm already down this far. I might as well keep going.
To escape. That is why I took action.
What? No, I want to hear that again.
Memories, while others are haunted by them, unable to escape.
Able to escape from
That is
memories.
why I took action.
What action?
I want to know what she is.
Damn.
Many were drawn to this feast. The IPC, the Garden of Recollection, fools. The name.
Wait. I thought she was with the Garden of Recollection, so if Black Swan is calling them fools... Unless she's talking about fools, not so much calling them fools as the masked fools as a third group. That makes a lot more sense.
Nameless. And the Annihilation Gang.
Oh yeah, them. Have they appeared
They
yet?
should have
Maybe.
been present, but Duke Inferno is dead.
What?
He and his children won't be attending.
Wait, what? How is he dead? We just met him in a side story and he survived because we didn't kill him. Also, someone mentioned Matador keeps hearing Adam family. Yeah, that makes sense.
What have you done, beautiful Ranger?
Oh, she got rid of Duke Inferno. And there's her cutting them down.
Excuse me.
Wait. Go back. Almost thought that was Jing Liu for a second, but no, the sword's different.
Excuse me. Are you asking me?
This took a turn. She's not manhandling her yet, but she's becoming much more aggressive. And Black Swan's not used to that. They're still dancing, I think. Oh, that is disturbing. She's literally being torn apart by how exhausting the dance is. Or, let's just leave the word at exhausting. I'm not going to say what actually fits. Just being blown away by every turn. And she's tearing through the... And you see the wings in the background? Just blowing out her mind, I guess. You could literally say, that Acheron is blowing Black Swan's mind. And I'm only going to use that illusion and nothing else. Also, it looks like a snake on top of feathers. Oh, no. Whoa. So that was a snake eye. It's the same eyes we just saw Acheron have. And bird bones? Oh, because the snake looking at the bird. They're doing in grayscale. Prey and the hunter. It's all the hunting. A galaxy? Because the galaxy would be hunting things as well. And she's Nihility, so it's... Oh. Oh, that's why she's Nihility. It's literally... Hunter becomes the hunter. Or the hunted. Turnabout. And Black Swan's literally dissolving on that shit. Bit off more than she could chew, probably. But also seemed to enjoy it.
Who are the Annihilation Gang?
Does she not even remember doing it? That's entirely possible.
My gaze has lingered on her for quite a while. And tonight is our final engagement.
Why is it the final?
The Galaxy Ranger. No. I've made a grave mistake.
What? What mistake?
Everyone has a past. But for some, their past is a silent abyss.
Oh shit, there's people falling from the sky.
Who drowned in it.
Because it's not actually what's happening in reality, it's what she's seeing, perceiving what's going on. Oh. She's Annihilate. Was Acheron formerly a member of the Annihilation Gang?
Annihilation Gang.
Yeah.
Annihilation Gang.
She doesn't even remember destroying them, maybe.
Oh. Those guys.
It doesn't seem to bother her either. That is definitely intense, man. Next up, though, we're going to be moving into the Myriad Celestia trailers. Technically, I have seen one of these. It was the history of the Zhao Zhao? I don't know how to speak Chinese, so I'm probably very wrong, whatever I just said. I'm not even sure I've seen this, although it looks like maybe I let it autoplay when not realized. So we got a few of these, and then we'll be finishing off with Kyoden, which I heard is the new one that just came out recently. So yeah, let's check this out. Also, I should probably leave a like while I'm at it. 1 second, though.
Kafka, Stellaron Hunter. How do you plead?
Bored. Oh! I know I mentioned earlier that I love the animation styles they do here. This is very different. This is full-on 2D.
The crimes you have committed are beyond
almost
pardon, but the Japella Brotherhood respects every individual's
Japella?
entitlement.
The cat? So they're all wearing animal heads because I don't know anything about Japella. But then there's a cat. I know there's always a cat in a lot of the images for the Stellaron hunters. Maybe that's related.
To the afterlife. Admit your guilt and embrace your punishment.
I'm listening.
How do the Stellaron hunters
just wearing the
plead
head.
to the following accusations?
Bored?
You breached the premises of the Tatooine Universal Auction, manipulated the guests, decimated the artistic treasures under the gaze of a devout audience, inflicted monetary damage amounting to over 860 billion credits, and absconded with the auction item. How do you
Oh, I love this. They have like a crane
Guilty
game
as
grabbing it.
charged, but not a devout audience.
You infiltrated the cyber prison of Inupis, stole the Sigma Rod to deactivate the firewall,
what?
allowing a flood of data demons to enter reality,
Data
consequently
demons?
propelling the world.
Oh, this is a concept that I haven't seen before. Granted, I haven't seen this animation, so it doesn't matter. Oh. A society in the Annihilation Gang is what people think this is? And they theorize the cat is Elio? Entirely possible. I should turn on captions? Maybe.
For the Judgment Day, all in order to take the meta code.
They had a Stellaron. Okay.
I admit it, but those data demons deserved a taste of freedom.
What was a data demon?
You violated the ring world Golconda, disseminated the
Is that something we have
philosopher's
seen
poison virus across all colonies, causing 46 million inorganic entities to turn into rampant machines, and stole the steel core from Golconda's point of gravitational equilibrium, silencing the entire world. How do you plead?
Shit. That's a lot of things going crazy. But considering usually anything based on a Stellaron is absolutely horrible, what exactly does that mean on real terms?
Oh? Sounds like a page out of the Japella Brotherhood's playbook. But sure, we took the thing.
So they're trying to take the blame on this one.
The Trovis disappearance. The Lore 51 Stellaron event. Cyber attacks against planet Skrullum. The Pierpoint incursion. And so on.
Oh, okay, so if I'm right, now Skrullum's planet is obvious there. And I'm pretty sure that's just probably Silverwolf having fun, even if it's not meant to be that way. But Pierpoint is the IPC directly, so they probably why they're wanted by the IPC then.
46 criminal cases. Do
Only?
you admit
Oh,
all these
surprised.
malicious incidents were the work of the Stellaron hunters?
Definitely not.
If you ask me, it seems like the Annihilation Gang has their fingers in quite a few of these.
Wait. What is that? So it sounds like they're being set up by the Annihilation Gang? This is curious, though. What is causing that shadow? I don't know. This actually is weird.
Their fingers in quite a
Doesn't
few
look like
of
a
these
person.
pies, but I confess, it seems you forgot one though.
What?
The Japella Rebellion.
Because they're from Japella. Or she's causing it right now. Are they really going Mad Max? Oh, there's Sam.
You should really stop playing with your food, Kafka.
I know. Next time. This time, it's already too late.
They literally cut Silverwolf and Blade into suits. It actually works. And even Sam is wearing a suit on top of the armor, it seems. Huh. Oh, so in Dark Whisper saying it's the planet outside that was falling apart, and they were under her control, so she was playing with her food. By that meaning she was controlling them to interrogate her because she was just having fun. God, she's twisted. Granted, we knew that. Next up. Have I seen this one? No, probably not. Oh, so Dark Whispers is saying she was influencing them with the mind so they wouldn't see that everything was falling apart outside while they were focusing on her, and that's what she meant. And when she finally broke the control, they realized, oh, shit. Yeah, that would do it. I still can't believe they actually went full Mad Max on that. I wonder when we're going to eventually get to that planet, because that is a design that is absolutely rife with a lot of people who haven't touched on that. And Bronya has a suit in Honkai Impact 3, the same. Ooh, nice. Myriad Celestial Fables About the Stars. Part 1. I don't think I remember there being a part 2.
Let's make an exchange, shall we?
Oh, who's speaking?
An exchange of memories.
Black Swan?
I dreamed of a ray of light, of a crystal chalice.
Oh! Oh, okay, this is interesting. This is the place where we met the Aeons. Either in the simulated universe or the one time when we got the lance on not Penacony, wow. Billabog. So someone else is aware of this. It's not just in the head. Okay.
The light that shone from that crystal spoke to me. Listen to the parable of the stars.
Oh?
The nameless one, the pathless one, arrived from the edge of the wilderness, clad in stellar radiance.
Pathless in the name. Oh. Nameless would be March 7th because that's a date, not a name. And Pathless would be the main character because they're just doing their own thing right now.
Go now, march unwaveringly into solar wind. At the end, you will return to my embrace, but march towards the light.
None of the destruction? Oh, it's the cards you see around, yeah.
Yet that light began to burn, piercing through the clouds as a golden death. Towers crumbled, and the people fled, for the sun was soon to set and meet with vicious destruction. But be not dismayed, O child of the world. The Luck's arrow will descend to purge the wicked abominations. You must follow the traces left behind in the storm's wake.
Notice the erudition. His is a weird one.
The Celestial one guards their secrets.
Oh, we're not actually getting to see his form? Because I'm pretty sure they revealed it after this that he was a giant robot head.
Plotting out the roots that connect all things. But they are
also just randomly throwing in that she's eventually going to become a villain because they've been referencing her a lot more lately. Yeah.
silent, like a shroud of mist.
Oh, no, never mind. There he is. Although you can't really see the robot head aspect, just the giant glowing light.
Center of the universe. Listen to the silence, and you will know where the stars are resting. Let your staff
abundance,
strike
the
the
ocean.
earth, they say.
Clawed feet. Never noticed
and
that part.
again.
Clawed hands.
The tender sprouts will grow to the sky, and the dew that falls from their branches
All the eyes
will
on the
rid you
palms
of
and the arms.
sickness and poison.
Nihility.
Blindfold your eyes, they say, that the approaching darkness may strike no fear in you. Let it not burden your soul.
Yeah, and that's probably what we saw in the previous trailer where she was going crazy. Or we get the view of Black Swan being eaten up. Huh. So in this case, that's... The entire reference in the previous animation was that she was basically being blown out by getting too close to a gravitational anomaly, which was the nihility.
Nor numb your stride.
It just has eyes, though. It's still weird.
Push open the majestic gates, they say, and lift up the tablets of lapis.
Preservation, there it is.
Read them aloud. Let the fire that forged the bricks and the
Such
ones
a
that
weird
laid the
design.
walls' foundations be known.
Zipe the Harmony. Oh! I don't think I've ever bothered to look at this one.
They say,
Whoa!
oh, you who have reached the end.
Oh. Puzzle pieces? By things working in harmony. So it's... And that's why they have multiple voices going on as well. Okay.
Enter
That's cool.
into the paradise that envelops all. Join this
Three
great
faces.
choir and fe-
Oh! I didn't notice they had three faces either. And we got anger, happy, and something else. So it's three different emotions working in harmony.
Listen to the beating of billions upon billions of hearts, holding you in their embrace.
That doesn't sound mind control at all.
Look upon the courtesan's extravagance, the mariners and
veracity?
temperance. Listen to the infant in the mirror, the way
Oh, so it's all the other ones.
as
Okay.
they enter the dream,
Propagation,
the tipping of the
the enigma,
balance,
the equilibrium.
the shapeless prince, and finally, measure the world against yourself.
Really?
And take all such things to heart.
Now that's an interesting choice to have the remembrance being the one that the star rail itself is actually being imposed upon. I wonder what March this could possibly be referencing to. Maybe it's the 7th or something. I don't know.
This is
Completely
the
impossible to tell.
path you should walk,
Huh.
they say. Machiavelli, depart.
Did they just fucking do anything they did? Am I the only one looking at this going, this is... They're almost using an identical background to Graduation Trip from Honkai Impact 3rd. I mean, the train is different. It's an actual train as opposed to a subway, but hell, you just put a eye, planet, moon thing right here, and it's almost identical in the framing. Huh.
Machiavelli, depart once more.
It's definitely a shout-out. And then having it look like... Yeah. Okay, that was definitely a shout-out scene. Yeah, because not only are they framing it the same way they framed Graduation Trip, they're also framing it with the shrouds of light and a bit of a gold or rainbow selection there. So it also is a shout-out to Genshin as well. They're definitely referencing both of their other published franchises.
Countless shooting stars streak the sky tonight.
And they have these things floating around above her. They know what they did there.
Should you choose the right one, it will carry your wish to thousands of distant worlds.
And that was probably Black Swan's introduction. Oh, I missed Machiavelli, the Aeon of the Trailblaze. Chris, I mean, I think I heard it, but I didn't really pay attention because that's the one we know the best because, I mean, may or may not be the train itself. And or Pom-Pom. Whatever the hell Pom-Pom is. This one I have seen before, so we're going to just get through it.
Admit it, but the Xianzhou
Also, I might have some more
legends.
references to what's actually going on here now.
For what room is there to
It's
create
been months, almost
legends
a year.
among those who do not die? But there is one distant legend that can still be recounted. The story of the Cloud Knight Generals. It began 8,000 years ago, when the Emperor of an ancient kingdom yearned for both legacy and immortality.
What if the Emperor himself will ever become
He
important?
sent our Xianzhou ancestors into the astral seas.
Maybe?
And through the boundless stellar
We've only seen
reaches
individual
sailed
ships.
Great ships in isolation,
Anna the
softly
Order?
veiled.
I think I've heard about her, but isn't she dead?
After voyaging 2,000 years, the ships discovered traces of the divine.
You know, when they really put it like this, her arms look super skeletal because you see the gap there. It's like healed through, but because you see it, it almost looks like bone on top of each other. At least in this coloration, it does.
The Plague's author revealed themselves.
Plague's author, yeah.
And offered an immeasurable lifespan.
Gives you everything you want.
But
the
the
cost of
blessing
it being
was a
immortal.
curse. Those who exceeded their lifespan became the deathless doom.
Somehow, yeah.
And thus the Alliance's long and peaceful years were lost in sickness, treachery, blood, and tears.
Whatever did become of the Emperor?
At the very precipice
Has it ever
of the
been mentioned?
Xianzhou's existence, the Rainbow
Land
Arbiter
drop again.
descended and redeemed the crumbling Alliance.
Does he have legs or wheels on his back feet? I don't actually know. Although I do remember somewhere in the story they mentioned that the body he has right now is something he gained through a deal, or specifically I think it was phrased as he lost his body to gain a different one.
For the next
How does that even work?
5,000 years, the Alliance voyaged the vast cosmos, purifying the universe under divine
The Emperor looks like
mandate.
Fuli the Remembrance?
Heading the 6 ships were the vanguards of the hunt, the 7
Maybe.
Arbiter Generals. Behold at the Marshal's side, 6 generals of renown.
It would be kind of cool if the ultimate storyline for them is going back to the kingdom and the Emperor to
Fierce
send
and
them off.
swift is Fei Xiao, the Merlin's Claw.
Merlins? Why Merlins? Does that mean something else in China?
Strong and righteous is Hua Yen, the Flaming Heart.
I know it's not, but it does remind me a lot of, well, a certain Heliobus that we had to beat the ass of.
Cautious and sophisticated is Xiao Guang, the Seer's strategist. Mighty and powerful is Xuan Chuan,
Will
the
we meet all these
Sage
people?
Queller.
Or something else?
Mysterious and fair is your Wu, the Patina Justice.
That still sounds like a weird name.
Wise and brave is Jing Yuan, the Divine Foresight. The 7 Arbiter Generals wield extraordinary powers. Intelligent and visionary Jing Yuan of the Law Fu is admired by friends and feared by foes.
And thirsted after by housewives who come to Alejandro Saba's various fan meetups. Yeah, I've heard the story he's told, man. It is actually kind of creepy.
With skillful sleight of hand, the trap was set.
Oh.
The Borsons soon, with crushing loss, were met.
Borsons soon?
An army must be of one heart and mind, where skillful sleight of hand is little use. The Cloud Knights entrusted their lives to me. I shall not fail them.
Glory to the Xianzhou! Glory to the Cloud Knights! Glory to the Xianzhou! Glory to the Cloud Knights!
I'm pretty sure that's Yang Qing and Su Sheng's voices overlapping each other there, but is there anyone else? Jing Liu's tech support during collabs. Oh yeah, Jing Liu's voiced by Amelie. I keep forgetting that part, which is weird considering she's actually a very important singer in the sense that she has some of the amazing covers.
The hunt is with us!
Quite the story, Master Gongshu.
And yeah, I'm listening to these backwards because newest is always at the top. This one, I thought for some reason I had seen this, but no, I don't think so. Exodus of the 5 Dragons. I do not know this one. Wait, do they have... Oh, I thought there was a TM after 5 Dragons. Like, did they just copyright Dragon? That would be awkward.
I have traversed great lengths seeking a piece of history. The history of Long the Permanence.
Oh, the dead god.
I too know little
the opposite of
progenitor
Quillpoth.
Of all dragons.
Yeah, because him and
Before the
Quillpoth
dawn
were
of
the
history,
twins, right?
Long traversed the burgeoning chaos, seeking the answer to existence. And on
Before
that
he was
path,
transferred
the
into the bug.
revelation of the permanence was unraveled. Then came our emergence, us, Long Scions.
I visited Liaris, a world encircled by 5 suns.
Oh, haven't got there
The
yet.
giant dragon sat overseeing the turning of day and night, the
Oh.
change of seasons, sheltering the lives within.
Oh, it was actually playing a direct role?
And signify the timeless nature of one's greatness.
The relentless pursuit of individual immortality will only breed an unending multitude of malevolent creatures. Such is the fallacy of the Plague's author.
Does the Plague author know it, though?
Represent the continuance of bloodline. I also journey to the ancestral home of the Infernalian people.
Infernale?
In the land of white embers. The undead dragon Typhon's breath showered flames on the land.
Oh. Okay, whoever drew this, they had to know what this looks like a reference to. 1, there's an undead dragon. 2, it looks a lot like something in Genshin. 3, whenever you have a dragon among peaks that has a giant-ass black aspect, I'm just saying, man, they are probably aware of Lord of the Rings. That looks so much like it, it's insane.
And below, bringing forth a flourishing lineage.
Long Scions are dispersed throughout countless worlds, living in solitude. In the vastness of the universe, the rise and fall of one race is of little consequence.
When did this
It is said that the Vidyadhara formed an alliance with the Xianzhou.
Oh, so it's
and
talking
that
about when
5
this just
elders
happened.
descended upon the mortal realm to keep watch over the plague moths. Perhaps the permanence is the noble ambition that ensures the safety of the universe.
Question there.
Alas.
So this happened back when the permanence was still alive, before he was turned into the bug. I don't know why I'm forgetting the bug's name. I do not know why. Also, the Plague author is Yoshi. Yeah. She's... Did they ever figure out or spoil if she's even aware of what she's doing or just doing what she thinks is nice and moving on? And or is contained within the coffin? I have no idea yet.
Once Imbibitor Lunae forsook his oath, causing a state of great disorder. The High Elders too bear mortal frailties, their heavy burdens ultimately becoming the shackles which bind them.
From your perspective, what does the Permanence's revelation truly signify?
How long ago did this come out? 6 months? What happened around that time?
And moon rise and fall.
Probably
Undergoes continuous change, so the concept of stability is meaningless. Only by comprehending and aligning with the way of the world can one.
Successor of the Horn Dragon, wielder of the Heavenly Flame, bound to watch over the primordial flame. Wait, what? I thought the cauldron was a reference, but if it's something different, huh? Do the various ships have it, or something else?
One's path lead to everlasting existence. Countless.
I'm going with there's probably a different High Elder on every ship then, huh? She gives them tools than dips. Ah, that makes sense. Morowitz. High Elder of the Fangshu, successor of the Scale Dragon, tamer of the Ebbing Frost, bound to watch over the miniature myriads. Reflections in ice, that would be why, okay.
New creations emerge when one dragon meets its end among the morning stars. For the Vidyadhara, this is the true teaching of the Permanence.
Beginning and ending, yeah, going and doing it. Successor of the Terrestrial Dragon, Yangu. Congealed Silence? Stone, probably. Bound to watch over the fallow earth. Odd. That would be...
Within the cycle of life, any endpoint may mark the inception of a new journey.
When he was still bound, okay.
And for him, it is no different.
Before Danhun was incarnated, when he was still enchained. And the reflection of what will come up. Okay. So that probably came out right when he did it. Also, someone mentioned someone was turned into the bug. How isn't much, but the first expansion to the simulated universe was more or less focusing on the disaster. I can't remember the name, something disaster. Basically, bugs that propagate everywhere instead of dragons, but it's the same god that was degraded into that and kind of went insane and put down. I think there was some lore in there that the Permanence was the twin brother, either metaphysically or actually literally, of Quillpoth. And they came out at the same time. But honestly, that lore was dense, and I still haven't finished it because I keep having every freaking healer killed immediately, and then I get terrible luck in the Swarm Disaster, man. It's like the enemies aren't that hard. They just happen to always seem to randomly hit the person who needs to survive. Like my damage healer immediately. I just every time. Every time! I don't do anything good with luck. All right. Next up, Cloud Knight's Martial Doctrine on Swords. That's a rather descriptive title for Jing Liu. Ooh, haven't seen anything about this. Oh, it's Quillpoth? Quillpoth? How do you spell? I'm used to Q-U, not Q-L. It's going to be hard for me to say.
Traveling with you has stirred up my curiosity. What drove you to pick up the sword at such a young age?
Well, I suppose...
Wait, they traveled? Oh! Because one of them has a companion quest that I never did, so this would probably happen during that.
There's no harm in telling you. At first, it was the general's stories about the previous sword champion. He told me about her unparalleled skills.
Is she fishing for compliments without realizing it?
It inspired me that one day I could earn the title myself.
So, it was the allure of renown.
I also wanted to live up to the general's expectations and repay him for the gift of his teachings.
The training we saw previously in the animation.
Then you wish to forge deeper ties.
Because she was training.
More than that. One day, I'll run into battle alongside my Cloud Knight comrades, defending the Lawfu and striking down those who threaten us, putting my abilities to their rightful use.
In the end, it all comes back to fealty.
What's with all the questions, miss?
Why did you choose the path of the sword?
Judging her successor's successor.
I too was once shackled by fame and fortune, impeded by bonds and loyalty. But in the end, the sword moves beyond such notions.
The insanity is coming through here.
For the sword is just a sword, an instrument determining life and death.
Oh, the hands that always reach out.
Tarnish its essence.
Okay, this is actually a really cool image because so much of the art, whenever she's visible, is always the hands clutching. And they're kind of terrifying because sometimes they're in art for other characters, and I'm not sure if that's a hint or not.
Just a sword, an instrument determining
Right here, the ghostly
life and
hand.
death. Nothing can tarnish its essence.
Her sword breaking down from the sheath. Freezing over.
Only when you've walked the fiery trail and cut through every impediment.
Oh, now we're seeing the animation from her perspective, where she's losing her humanity and empathy and just becoming the sword. And when she's cut through fire impediment, she's talking about her allies. Former allies.
Can you understand the purpose behind every step?
Yeah, it's even the same animation with them freezing. So this is her perspective on it. Yeah.
Of your sword. Do you understand now?
He really
future
doesn't.
Sword champion. I wield the sword to vanquish my enemies. Nothing more. And now our battle begins.
Yeah, I'm going to say Yang Qing somehow survives that, but he really shouldn't. Oh, God. Yeah, Monarch did a really good job. Honestly, Amelie did a really good job with everything Jing Liu. Oh, goddamn, man. Just, she sounds like she's going from someone who's very intelligent and staid to someone who's losing sanity with every word they say. And that transition is so freaking creepy, and I love it. It's one of the reasons I wish Jing Liu had way more play in the story, because she's such a fun character to use, but because her entire thing is lack of sanity, she could get used up really fast, and then it becomes staid, and that probably would be bad. We're almost halfway done. Ugh. Almost. But before anything else, I should leave a like so don't forget I saw this one. Inter-Astral Peace Tour? Selection, Planning, and Opportunity? You know, I think this one came out a while ago, and I honestly have no idea what it is. And everyone's just saying in the chat that it's Yang Jing the punching bag. Yeah, he kind of is. And it's even funnier because I know just enough about Honkai Impact 3rd. I never got this far in the game because I spent too much money. I had to drag myself away. That basically his character there, where they created him, was a absolute asshole. As in irredeemable monster. If he was immortal, he would be right up there with Otto levels of, why are you still alive? Followed by the other question of Otto being like, how are you still alive? We saw you die again and again and again prior to figuring out the clone thing. But still. Yeah. It's like all the karma that he earned in one game is now being put on him in this one. It's kind of funny as hell. Oh, this is the corporate propaganda trailer?
Hey there, you!
What?
Yes, you!
Looks
Wait
like a
for
bug.
you. The gem filled with endless potential.
Okay, yeah, no, I get it. This is definitely a training montage for, like, just, wow. It has that level of creepy, upbeat that every single come join us, we're awesome style propaganda, let's call it a pile of bullshit, has. Oh god, I recognize it. I hate these things.
Hold on to your hats. The IPC's Gem
It's actually called the Gem OS.
system will ensure that each and every talent you possess will be.
Oh, Albert actually has a line in this one? I thought he was just the mascot of the entire game. I didn't realize he was actually part of the IPC. Wait. Is Albert in charge of the IPC or like the front of it? Because that would actually be kind of funny.
Be harnessed for intergalactic peace. Do You have the thrill of
I want to see him in
adventure
game
course
now.
of
It's
doing
basically
your
like
thing.
another Paimon.
So, our marketing development department is rolling out the
Is
red
that a
carpet
cat
just for
person?
you.
That's a cat
With
person.
the nameless Oswaldo Schneider leading the way.
Wait. Oh. Wait, with their...
The red carpet just for you. With the nameless Oswaldo Schneider leading.
So is that a nameless working for the IPC? They have a cat sticker named Oswaldo Schneider? Oh! Or are they just co-opting the name Nameless? They even have cat ears. I just realized that.
Is rolling out the red carpet just for you. With the nameless Oswaldo Schneider leading the way. A vast number of new worlds will soon be a part of our expansive credit system.
Oh, sorry. I want to go back and see this. Just see all the names of the worlds. Let's see. We got Snowland, Talia, the Tribal Union. I'm going to try and say that one. Wait, the Hiali or Hai Federation? I'm not even going to say that correctly. I know that. Oh, what was that last one? The Kimlet Republic. That name sounds familiar for some reason. He's not one of the Gem Hearts, so Albert just works for them. Damn.
Our business consolidation department offers the perfect stage for you to shine.
Wait, in Simulated Universe, didn't they say the business consolidation unit was basically the assassins? Maybe.
With products twinkling like a million
Could be mistaken.
stars,
Maybe that's
this
something else.
department has created a spectacular trade network that's measured in light years.
Oh, we actually get to see the New Londinium, Punk Lord. Punk Lord's actually traded with? Oh, figured they'd be kind of cut off. Spindle, the Lofu. Capital of Passion. Okay, we're going full Slanesh on this one.
Heard of hyper-distant delivery systems and synesthesia beacons?
The fuck?
What's once science fiction is now reality. Proudly produced by the IPC. Got an idea that's nothing short of genius? Look no further. Our technology department is waiting for you. Join us.
Oh, we got like a robot person going on here, or just a lot of tech on them. It could be either way.
And team up with the Intelligentsia Guild. When the glitters of fortune and
Space Dwarf. Nice. I mean, we got cat girls or cat boys, I don't know, and we got space dwarfs with outside of the spacesuit mustache even.
dim before the
Oh my
path of
God.
the Amber Lord. Know that the building material logistics department is the sanctuary for the most ardent of followers. Become the cornerstone of our operations.
Which
Every
ones
show
are
you
actually
place
believing
precision
him? Which
plays
ones are
a
just
pivotal
there for the
role.
money?
Brit will form the
Probably all of them,
backbone
actually.
our formidable
Second
subspace
one.
barrier. If you're someone whose qualities go
Wait. The subspace barrier is actually a real thing?
Brit will form the backbone of our formidable subspace barrier.
Now that is interesting. I know the entire thing about the lore is they're building the barrier, but I thought that was more of a analogy, not an actual barrier. But by calling it a formidable subspace barrier, that's a physical description to say it's tough. I don't think he's speaking in metaphor here either. Is there an actual barrier somewhere that might break? I kind of hope so, if only because that would be a really cool set piece to see an intergalactic or interastral barrier breaking.
If you're someone whose
Dude.
qualities go beyond the ordinary, unyielding in the hardships of storms,
What is it, a
this
barrier
message is
too?
for you. Either strategic
Oh, yeah, and you see all the various gem-related aspects. Daft Punk reference, nice.
investment department, talent is the most precious investment of all.
Or adventuring sec. Luck.
Diamond seeks out the unique and the extraordinary. Those who sit at the table will determine where the wealth pours. The talent motivation department
Flat out
is just
robot.
another division. It's a shining beacon of a power.
They really just did a gem heart. Oh my god, I don't even...
Top talent deserves top perks, and that's why the talent motivation department was established.
Diverse office pets. Okay, let's be fair. We know this would actually work. That's not a bad option. I mean, I've been in places where they actually talk about bringing in animals as a way to motivate people, and god damn it, does it work. Never actually been there where they did that because I'm always massively allergic, but it does happen. It's always fun in games when they shit on
Every task you
something.
undertake serves as the
Nice sales
pioneering spark that sets Pierpoint's passion ablaze.
And there's the other Daft Punk reference, the two styles of helmet. They know what they're doing here.
Craft and still hold on to cherished dreams. Our operations are
Wait. Did they just... They even have the side. They just put in 5 months ago. Yeah, that's a flat out reference to Cyberpunk's anime. Oh my. Okay. Well done on that one. I thought it would just be like, it's a jacket. I might be wrong, but no, they have the distinct side aspect with the hair, the forward aspect. We got the pop collar. If that's not a reference that's just legally distinct, I would be very surprised. Oh.
Our operations are as everlasting as the sway of ocean tides along the shore. Witness the traditional project department's great supervisor, Airier, ready to capture the treasures the tide.
Oh. Treasure the tides unveil. So the basically archaeology and a robot person. Weird. And they're all old. I get the joke there, yeah. Edge runners, that's what it's called.
Join our ranks and climb to unparalleled heights.
Oh yeah, because they keep going up.
And make the history of the galaxy your very own.
Did they just switch animation styles?
The mighty hammer of the Amber Lord has struck.
They
A
did.
realm of endless opportunities beckons. We're waiting for you.
Jeez. Maybe it's just because I saw that one character. It's like, oh, Edge Runners. But I'm looking at this now, and all I can see is Atom Smasher. It doesn't even look like him, but it's what I see now. Also, you're not the only one who needs to watch Edge Runners. I keep meaning to, and then I keep forgetting. I heard it's awesome. Need to get around to it. Like that one they did for League of Legends that I've heard is good, but never got around to either. I'm so far behind on good stuff. All for the Amber Lord. Yeah, the more you learn about the IPC, at least as far as I've gotten so far, the more you realize they are monsters. Well, meaning monsters sometimes, but mostly monstrous. Speedy basically has it right. I'm not going to say that out loud because YouTube does not like a lot of those words, but I'm not disagreeing with him. Next up, we have an exorcism at the Fextral Garden.
When the Xianzhou people roamed the galaxy, they inevitably made strange beings.
Ooh.
So lots of spooky stories start with these encounters.
God, wow, that's adorable.
On one
She's
such
so
occasion,
out
a
of
new Ten
place.
Lords Commission judge received a decree ordering her to subdue a demon.
Excuse me?
You won.
Where are your manners?
Oh god, these people are not possessed. They're probably scared of her. Oh my god, she's... Is this where she gets possessed the first time?
The compass?
Oh my god, it's a sword made of coins. Kiliobas.
You, the new one.
Oh, jeez. Jue Yi doing a jump scare. Admittedly, I wish her character was more... Just more. Her and her sister are so fascinating, and they're also just not in the story. Yeah.
Careful. Are you okay? Let me
Because she's a
help you
doll,
out.
yeah. Anya? She just broke. They're all insane.
Knock, knock. The door isn't gonna hold much longer. Knock, knock.
Print
Door's
eyes.
coming down.
This one, she was probably a really little kid, too. And she died. She got jump scared by Mr. Tail.
You asked for a spooky tail to grow some guts, didn't you?
It was
This
too
is
much.
What you faced on your first day. Why are you shaking in your boots?
Oh, that wasn't even just a random story. He was actually telling her about her own employment. No, actually, I stand by her reaction. If someone had to do that to me, I would probably have the same reaction. Wait, did she just say anything? Am I the only one noticing Waha has a random beer on the side table? Okay. Apparently she's a drinker.
That's enough courage training for today.
Anti-Ghostbusters. Yeah.
It ain't over yet.
She ain't afraid of no ghost. She's everything else she's afraid of. Oh, truly, Waha and Tail of Dimat. Yeah, I'm with Raid on that one. Their dynamic is one of the best in the entire game. I love that they focus on them. They built them up so much, and even though it was just an event that was limited, it was such a great aspect. I wish it was a main part of the story. Although I like that you just get to randomly do it. And Quantum Fang says she's over 38 years old. Yeah, but considering they said that someone who's only 100 years old still counts as a child in Lofu, and that's one of the jokes you get to actually deal with when talking to someone who says they're randomly meeting you and they're only 100 or 70 years old, and you threaten to tell their parents and then they freak out because technically they're still a kid. Yeah, that is a weird place when you really think about it. Or the part where technically Su Shang, the character we get, might be a couple hundred years old, and she's the younger version of the one in Honkai Impact 3rd. Yeah, I think that's funny. That just amuses me. And Lord of Sloth said she's 38 years old in dog years. Admittedly, that would also be funny to me as well. Oh. So we're getting near the top here. Gonna leave a like. Transcendent Ruan Tunes. Blushing May Blooms? Oh, Ruan May, yeah. Well, we have the May face. It's not Ruan May. Although a lot of people thought she was at first. She seemed way too different, though.
Mother, your letters are always welcome. The
Eh?
plum blossoms bloom and wither, and I occasionally catch a scent of loneliness.
Wait, she sends emails to her mother? I'm mostly surprised because her entire character was not keeping up with people or doing the human. Huh. Weird.
I once again
They
am
give an
thinking
old
back
paper
to the
style for
research
her.
in my childhood, together with you in No Man's Land. That comfy cabin, teeming with boundlessly joyous forms of life. Those days are unforgettable.
Frozen monsters in the ice.
I understood
Eyes
the
for
vastness
Cthulhu?
of the universe too early. I was different than every other kid around me.
It's waking up!
Birth, growth, death.
She literally had a Cthulhu moment, but she's so insane already that it didn't actually break her mind. Seriously? Oh my god, I love this.
Lamenting the process of life is the origin of my thinking.
Lamenting? Lamenting. That's not the word I was expecting.
Life is the origin of my thinking. I began to realize that I longed for something pure.
What is that?
Attachment involves the insular cortex, which controls anxiety and pain. The laws of emotion can be easily broken down.
Which makes sense. Oh, that's why. Because she's working on a purely scientific basis, but this world is not entirely scientific. Because there's a lot of magic-y bullshit. It's basically Honkai powered, but they haven't called it that yet. Which is weird, considering, you know, Welch knows all that. I wonder why he's not.
Children will become more well-behaved when they receive random rewards.
You serious? No. No, they don't. They really don't. Some kids might. In general, no. No, they don't. They are very much chaotic incarnate. You don't give a kid and expect them to do the same thing over again. You give them something and hope. You hope they listen. And then you punish them when they don't, but you also have to not go too far because then you give the wrong impression, because sometimes if you punish a kid, they do the thing you are punishing them from to spite you. But we've also proven that she has no idea how to do the family or kid or human thing, so that's probably why she's saying that. Also, there's a lot of people who believe that. God, it's just... Laura Sloss, Honkai Star Rail is weird in that it has no Honkai. Yeah, although I think it's heavily implied because it's in the title that maybe that's something Welch is aware of. His entire purpose was following the current Himiko because she was being hunted down by the group that also was maybe in the Honkai Third World. It's weird. And Dark Whisper says, Aeon seems so far above 90% of Honkai's in terms of strength. Sort of. Aeons seem like they're unrestrained Herschers, like full powered. but not as strong as some of the Hershey's. Some of the Hershey's were not that strong, but others were way stronger. And then you get to finality. And the fact that finality is referred to as an Aeon in Star Rail, so it feels like Honkai is way more controlled and contained in Star Rail, and more and less powerful in some ways.
When I discovered how easy it was to cultivate a planet, I began to feel...
Did she literally make... She made a cat planet. She made cat desserts, she made cat planets. How is the mad scientist with almost no morals making the cutest things ever?
Feel empty.
Kitty.
I increasingly understand that I long for more fundamental research.
Honestly, she probably like the more magic-y side.
Recently, I've had some different thoughts.
Rame is such a headache.
At first, I was terrified of its appearance. It is born of wonder, does not resist, and does not grieve. It is the closest...
She's just ignoring them walking through the monologuing.
It asked me, where does the research end?
Why would it end?
Life is so colorful, but it has nothing to do with me.
Oh, that's interesting. They actually changed animation styles. You see the 3D version here, but then it's much more gritty.
I explore the mysteries of the universe and seek deeper answers. I have
Obsessed with
nothing to
life,
lose
but almost
and
completely
nothing to
detached from
gain.
it.
If life is cultivated and reproduced,
Oh? Seeing the genetics.
remembrance, control equilibrium, deconstruct beauty, and reproduce permanence. I will understand life and touch on these conceptions.
Will you, though?
And perhaps I, too, can become an
They blocked that out so you couldn't read it, but I think I know. Did she just?
And perhaps I, too, can become an
That is. She said Eon, although I think it's supposed to be Aeon. And, okay, yeah, so she is trying to God. I mean, she's already created life. She has a complex. So, no, yeah. That is, yeah. The worst part is, we know exactly what she would fit into. As long as there's no possible time travel issues, and we're not looking at Yaoshi's earlier version. For all I know, there is random time travel, but also she could be the contender for the replacement. I mean, it's not like they both have a plant theme, and they get issues here, or whenever Locha uses the abundance ability, it's a bunch of roots. Or that whenever she uses her ability, it's a bunch of tree limbs that look like roots. Yeah. She's an amoral scientific genius who's also got a god complex and literally wants to become God. And she's insane. Absolutely insane. But also on the upside has a habit of creating really cute things that she then ignores, as opposed to everyone else who apparently in the Genius Society creates horrible things that become problems. Yeah. Her test. Oh, she's actually watching gameplay. They actually put in this.
My dear assistant.
She was watching gameplay of the simulated universe, and she actually just put in the ability to get her. That is such a freaking nod. Oh my god.
I will reward you.
Oh, and in this one, she has a few of the little dumpling cat treat things with her. Oh, at least it has them. And they changed out the logo.
When the Xian show.
They actually changed out the logo to be her colors instead. I just noticed that. Also, 1 second. Sorry, I had to cough. Still getting over the last vestiges of a flu. It's been going around where I'm at, and it just, you get it. It lasts like 2 days, and then you have like 4 weeks of just dealing with the after effects. So many people at work and at home and at wherever I go to just do random geek stuff, they're just not there because of that. And for a good bit of the time, I was also one of the people not there. It hits, man. Next we have A Knight of Everflame, scene 33. Also, I should probably leave that like. I saw the character there. That was one of the Annihilation Gang. But now I'm really confused about that because in the animation, we were told that Acheron killed the Duke, although physicality wasn't entirely the thing with him, so that might not mean the same thing. Yeah. Oh, Vale, have I completed the Penacony storyline? I have barely began it.
Penacony, planet of festivities. A cradle drowning in dreams, a haven for the cowardly. The family has summoned guests for its grand celebration.
Still seems like a trap.
The golden blood will flow from the destruction.
Oh, wait. Oh, it's a ram being sacrificed.
As an offer.
Wait, that also means the Annihilation Gang wasn't actually part of it. They're just going into it.
To them, children of the flame, this marks your rite of passage.
Oh, so if the golden blood is... They're saying that the Trailblazer, most likely because they have the Stellaron, is the... Huh. I want to hear that again. Make sure I'm not missing that. Golden blood will flow from the destruction. So they're basically getting that as a sacrifice to do whatever the bullshit they're doing. So he knows something's going on. They're getting destruction. Penacony wasn't aware the... I was going to say Trailblazer, but Stella, because that's the version I chose. Or I guess the Trailblazer, whatever. Is coming, so that's not the destruction they're talking about. So there's another Stellaron there somewhere.
Destruction.
Okay.
As an offering to them, children of the flame, this marks your rite of passage.
That is still creepy.
Gosh, I lit a fire in your eyes and showed.
Really? I lit a fire in your eyes, and it's just an image of a flaming eye. That is so on the nose. I don't even. Ugh. That is so over the top, man. Oh, and the Annihilation Gang has 2 factions, the Japella Brotherhood and the Everflame Mansion, both against each other. And we saw Japella when there was the rebellion done by Kafka, and the Everflame Mansion is probably the Duke, who we fought against in the story.
Serenade the celebration and hush the harmony into muted awe.
It
will be done, Father.
Father?
Dubra, I set your form alight and taught you mastery of the blade.
Oh yeah, because the Duke was a variation of a heliobus that was created by one of the Genius Society. The teleport.
Sulfur made the elation and let the performer's blood and tears pour into the abyss.
As you
This
wish,
is creepy.
Father.
Clockwork?
Katerina, I kindled a flame in your heart and granted you blood of fire.
Considering he's literally made of flame, I wonder if he's not being allegorical here, but he's actually lighting flames to keep someone alive. Huh.
Use your wrath to shatter the preservation sanctum and build
And they're each being set up against someone different.
of our savior.
You got it, old man.
And she's melting through there. Okay, that's what that's showing.
And Constance at last.
Scales?
My
flower
most ambitious and exceptional child. There is
A
nothing
burning
more
flower.
to teach you.
Blooming and
Just
dying.
Remember, without Penacony's midnight hour, strip away all they hold dear and leave naught but the remembrances too.
Oh. Wait. The what? Not but the Remembrance's Tomb. That is a very specific line. Okay. A tomb implies dead, and considering the remembrance and the people there are explicitly said to give up their bodies. Is Penacony literally where the remembrance was created?
Not but the remembrances too.
And he says leaves not, so don't destroy the
It
tomb.
won't be necessary. I can take them alone.
Katarina, a little pessimism might be wise.
They had the infernal, or something that was not the word infernal as in the IPC. Or was it some other trailer we just saw that had that? So this is probably the species she's of. Also, I did not see this trailer, but I saw the character design comments. There is some interesting, let's call it art, for the characters in this trailer. And goddamn, man.
What if we all end up dead?
She smiles when she says that. They're all insane.
Since when have those on the path of destruction feared death?
Wait, what? They're on the path of destruction? I thought they were on the path of annihilation, or nihility. I mean, it's close, but okay. Huh.
Still, it is wise
The
to
doll?
plan ahead, Father.
Yep, doll.
What is our fallback if things become perilous?
Dude.
Fall back. Such a thing does not exist. Destruction is brave and heroic. To cling to life is to delay in cowardice.
Huh. He considers it brave?
Penacony, savor its invitation. Prepare this beautiful dream to welcome its new master from Fetora.
Fetora? Is that where they're from or something else?
Duke Inferno,
Everflame Mansion. Also, I'm just gonna throw it out again. Peak character design, man. Yeah, and the Annihilation Gang follow Destruction Nanook. But Nanook doesn't care about them. Huh. Because they're basically the knockoff Antimatter Legion. Weird, because for some reason, I thought the Annihilation Gang were following... Yeah, Nihility. I guess I'm wrong on that one. Okay. And Xeon Dragon says, man, this chili cheese chimichangas are great, Airier. Chili chimichangas are my favorite. You know, I know he's making a joke, but having said that out loud, I'm actually really hungry now. God damn you. That actually gets me, man. And Dark Whisper said that in Duke Inferno is deluding himself into believing he's blessed by Nanook, even though it's nowhere near true. Yeah. Although I wouldn't be surprised if one of the others is, just because it's funny. I wonder if he's actually dead, though. And they adjusted to have more flames going in the background. So that's not just something they did for Wan Mei. They're just doing it in general, too. Oh, jeez. And next we have... Oh. That's Nightingale? But a different animation style for the thumbnail. Revisiting of Past Dreams. Huh. What do we have on this one?
A dazzling item. Are you looking for its owner?
Wait, what? Isn't that an emblem from Genshin? I could be mistaken. I probably am.
Are you looking for its owner? Allow me to divine, using your memories as a medium.
Oh, we see Adventurine over there. We see, I think that's Misha, who's definitely not important to the story, even though they entered the dream and could apparently leave it all the time at will and just did some magical bullshit whenever we first met them. I still want to punch that guy. Oh, it's a moving picture of Black Swan. Also, this might sound weird, but am I the only one looking at this right now and seeing the main character from Persona 5? Is it just me? It's probably just me. Is it Nightingale? Oh, I meant Black Swan? Yeah, I don't work well. Although her name Nightingale would also be nice if that was what's used. Whoa! Interesting. Change style in the actual animation. Oh, no. It's not just in the animation. It's her that's different. Oh. So there's separately She literally comes in and changes the clock face into a version of her. Oh my god. You see Gallagher on the side, day drinking. That is moderately terrifying. Jumping around in his memories, that's what's going on. Oh. Wait. Was that? Yeah, that was Sparkle in there. Okay, I thought I was just seeing things. Huh. Also, they're doing the exact same thing where there's an animation transformation of character designs, which they did in the very first Honkai Impact 3rd trailer or animation. So they're revisiting that style of dress change. Still has the hat, though. Just reaching out. This is so trippy. How many animation styles are you even putting in here? Faux paper, drawn on, 3D, 2D. I'm actually loving this. It's insane. And every bit of it is so well detailed. She's jumping from the shades. Oh, much more detail in this one. I wonder if there'll be a reference to her dancing with someone else. Oh, Robin, and I forgot his name. There's Black Swan holding a black swan. I mean, never let it be said MiHoYo can't be incredibly on the nose when they want to. Oh my god. Oh, she has it. So, someone was looking for the thing that Robin had. And it's all the different... Oh, and they found on the ground. Wait, what? Explosion, Acheron.
The truth does not lie.
Oh, is this where she became obsessed with her? Oh, wait. Sparkle, Firefly, Adventurine, Acheron, Duke Inferno. I have only got to the point where we met Firefly. I haven't gotten any further yet. And wait, there's other ones as well. Gallagher down there. A bell? We got the Black Swan. We got the Princess, which is probably Acheron. The Duke Inferno card. What are the other ones? Man, it looks like none of them I can see well, so that's probably not important. What the? And root.
Predestined paths have already converged.
Broken Halo? I think this is almost like where she first got obsessed with Acheron is what we're seeing here without realizing it.
She has arrived.
Huh.
Has anyone found a makeup mirror?
To give... That was a makeup mirror? Oh. So we have Acheron's card, Adventurine's card, Firefly's card, the Duke's card, Robin's card, and I think that's probably Sparkle in the back just because of the coloration. The Duke burned away.
That menacing infernal fire absorbed by the vast, profound sea. And that sea surprisingly dwells on...
What?
The planet of festivities.
Eh? That doesn't... I feel I'm missing information. And, oh, second to last one. So next up we have Sparkle behind the curtain. The factions that were invited. Oh, okay, that's what it is, Sagittarius. All right. And the MC got Yamcha'd? When did that happen? Maybe. Oh, man. There's so much going on here. I need to go play this game again, man. I'll try to do it Thursday. I think I'm up to it now. I've been talking for almost... I actually don't know how long we've been streaming for. Almost 2... Oh, shit, it's almost 2 o'clock. Almost 2 hours. And I haven't lost my voice yet, which is actually a really nice change because I was mostly doing this video instead of a Star Wars for Warhammer 40k view because I lost my voice after talking for almost 2 hours last time. I actually feel pretty good right now, so this should be fine. We got 2 more. This one and the Kalpes. Actually, which one was next? No, it was the Kyoden. I'm probably mispronouncing the words because me, but I mean, if you've been here more than once, you expect that at this point. All right, let's move more into the sparkle. Oh yeah, I've seen images of her. This is where it came from? She looks like a normal kid.
It doesn't matter who I am off stage.
Yeah. So she's playing a part.
All the audience needs to know is that when I'm on stage.
Oh. Oh, so she's playing a part, but also she's literally an actress. Oh. Wasn't expecting that to actually be part of it.
I'm just Sparkle.
That is the most depressing thing you could possibly say.
It's you, my beloved mask. When I'm happy, you're smiling too.
She's insane.
When I'm angry, you're still smiling. When I'm sad, you keep on smiling. You're like a veil that I can hide under. The one wearing the veil, that's Sparkle.
That is such incredibly fucked up mentality. I knew she was insane, and yeah. I almost kind of want, though, if she doesn't die off or just becomes like a joke background character because she's too strong to ever risk bringing back into the game without making a much weaker version of her, which could actually be a conversation piece for the designers at MiHoYo for all I know. I would love to see if there was an alternate path version of her that broke away from this entirely fucked up mentality of, I am my mask, because everything underneath it is not worth paying attention to. It's what it sounds like. Like I said, she is mentally fucked in the head. And the more you hear it, I just, dear God, I thought it was just like crazy yandere vibes, but no, this is someone who needs help. I don't think it's going to get it, though. It's probably going to get worse. So she's like a... Wait. It had... I didn't hear anything, but it had down here. Sparkle showing number 99? Oh, so she does multiple plays of it. How famous is she?
It's you, my beloved mask.
Oh. Oh, that's a difference. So she's doing the same line over and over, but these look more withered. And it hits. Oh, that is fucked up.
Mask. When I'm happy, you're smiling too. When I'm angry, you're screaming too.
Oh.
When I'm sad,
fully giving over to the mask.
too. You're like a mirror, showing my reflection.
Well, considering the mask will only show one thing.
That's Sparkle.
So she's a performer. Who's confused the mask with reality.
My beloved mask.
Oh. Fuck these flowers. It's not just a MiHoYo thing to use these flowers. I've seen them in multiple other franchises. But every time she sees it, it gets creepier and creepier. Why does it have blonde hair? And it's not a fox mask anymore. It's a person mask. That's why.
Beloved mask. When I'm happy, you're screaming. When I'm angry, you're crying.
And now it's the reverse of it.
When I'm sad, you're smiling.
She's insane.
Like a face staring at me. I'm not Sparkle. No. I am Sparkle.
Does she have a split personality or something? Spiders... Oh. Dylan Stockman said spider lilies represent irreversible change. And death would be an irreversible change, yeah, according to chat. Yeah, they're such a creepy plant, man. But also here you see the internal dichotomy where she's putting on the mask, trying to become the mask, but also realizing she's not the mask, but having been subsumed by the mask.
So, when I realized life was just a play, I wanted to leave the stage.
Oh, so she's a former performer.
Because off stage, there's an even bigger stage. What do you say?
She's insane.
Who's the real Sparkle?
And that's the best part. I would love to find out more about this character, but also I think she's probably going to go, well, we got in the chat someone saying ego death. Honestly, I don't think it's so much ego death as mental illness here. She is legitimately insane. I don't mean that in the pejorative or even as an insult. I mean, that is significant disassociation with reality. But considering Penacony is all about dreams, yeah. I mean, it's elation, plain and simple, man. That's like their entire shtick. That and just Sampo being a useless dick. Oh, God, yeah, she's insane. Oh, yeah, such a saying, we're not sure we can fix her? No, we are definitely not. Although, considering MiHoYo, I fully expect their entire character design for her will be, if we don't kill her off some way, we're going to give you a chance to see her underneath the mask, see her breaking out, getting that taste of freedom, and then we'll see her crumble into some kind of monstrosity that is more painful because she's going to be around, and we just get to see whatever horrific construction she becomes, just to make it more painful. That's the MiHoYo thing to do. Yeah. That's only if she becomes more important to the character. She's beyond fixable. Deadly Bird, yeah. Although I think we can. It's just, yeah. She is a fucked up character. Wait, why is it partially through? Maybe as there was autoplay involved. Whatever. And this one came out 2 days ago. A cleave across the transient world. I've seen people post images of this, and I've been trying to avoid spoilers so much. It's half the reason I wanted to put this up as an option. All right, let's see what's going on. If I'm right, this is Acheron.
Do you still remember why Izumo forged the...
Izumo? Wait, Izumo was a location in Honkai Impact 3rd. Giant swords. Wait, we got a sword that I think the Hersher used, a regular blade. Almost want to say that's a reference right there to something out of Monster Hunter. Kind of looks like Jing Liu's sword there, but I can't really tell. It's hard to see.
These blades.
Because in times past, when the Yao Yorozu no Kami descended...
That is a word.
They wrought death and disaster on this world and its people.
No, this is Star Rail. Why is Raiden May in here? Oh, it's probably a Raiden May face. But she has the horns of the Hersher form. I guess Acheron decided not to use them? I'm assuming it's Acheron because she's the only May face we know right now. On the other hand, we know there are multiple faces. For example, Bronya and Silverwolf being the same person based on them. So, yeah.
To save the world, Izumo splintered 70,033 blades and forged them into the 12 Sentinels.
Oh. Oh, so we're seeing an old world and a new world. Or is she seeing... No, wait. Is she seeing what happened after it was fixed or when it all collapsed? Oh, no, there's the statue. I didn't recognize that at first. So this is what happened, and then she's seeing what it becomes later.
12 Sentinels.
Oh. It used to be this.
The first was truth, forged by the Sovereign of Revelation.
What? What is going on here? A giant sword with a digital pattern on a demon. Oh. Back in the very first one of these, the Japella Rebellion, one of the things Kafka was accused of was setting free digital demons. Did Kafka create Acheron's bullshit problems?
It could teach mortals the way of the law and create miracles from the deconstruction of all things. The second was Sky, forged by the eternal Zenith.
What? Eternal Zenith. That sounds like Void, and they have the same opening style as the Void Hersher. What the
By the
fuck?
eternal zenith. It could form a barrier from the firmament and prevent the innumerable gods of misery from passing through.
Okay, I have no idea if this is a reference to something. That just looks really damn cool.
The third was Howl, able to summon lightning to rend the heavens.
So Acheron's world was way closer to Honkai Impact 3rd while still being distinct. Because she's describing Hershers as helpful as opposed to the 12 Sentinels, or what she's doing. They're basically Hershers, including the third one having that damn sword and being thunder. So it's literally the mirror opposite of what happened in Honkai Impact 3rd. Because in Honkai Impact 3rd, the Hershers measuring up to that, what the second Hersher was Void, and it looked like Void, so Void was helping. Oh! Wait, does that mean that if the Hershers are reversed, that's why their world was destroyed, because the ones that are helping here start at the beginning, and the ones probably at the end destroyed it, as opposed to Honkai Impact 3rd, where the ones at the beginning were trying to hurt them, and the ones at the end were basically the good guys. Oh.
To rain down divine punishment.
It's the exact mirror
was
world.
mist, able to break earth and tear cloud with biting wind and rain.
Wait. Are those building tops? This is going to sound weird. Okay, no, it's buildings behind it. But for a second there, I thought they were almost doing a direct reference to Genshin
Able
style.
To break earth
Just
and
the floating
tear
pillars.
cloud with biting wind and rain.
Nah, it's just buildings, though.
The fifth was frost, freezing the land in an instant.
Yep.
The sixth was fate, the restless cycle of life and death.
As opposed to Sele's life and death duality there.
Then there was flare, thought, root, form, bind, maw.
This is literally like a funhouse mirror of Honkai Impact 3rd. What the hell, man? Wait, does that mean we get an evil Elysia?
With those sentinels, we seized on tomorrow's expectation.
And they're holding up the swords for them.
Victory.
But
all of them were broken.
Oh.
The price of every victory was a world in its entirety.
Price of every victory was a world? Wait, they were holding up the swords for them. Are the swords what they call the sentinels? Or
and in the end,
they failed.
That entirety was lost.
As opposed to what happened in 3rd.
And so Izumo splintered 12 sentinels and forged them into 2 bearers.
2?
The first was Origin.
Oh. Because the opposite one is Finality. Finality has been mentioned as an Aeon in-game, frequently in the simulated universe, for a lot of dialogue. And unless they're very much changing their scheme of names, we are looking at the trailer for how the Aeons were created. And that's why there's no Honkai, because they're basically outlining Honkai, but then it's being reforged over and over again to create the Aeons through it.
The second was End.
Which would be Finality, the end. But it's like a Funhouse mirror version.
The world forged 70,047 blades.
And of course, they're doing a direct reference to Otto's animation, Thus Spoke Apocalypse, with all the shadow monsters running forward from the pillar.
And 47 blades, and only one could save Izumo.
Fails.
But you and I both know
The road to salvation does not exist. There is no trace of tomorrow.
Failed timeline.
Resisting the Kamigami, humanity will eventually become Oni.
And it almost sounds like they're building her up as the reverse auto. So I went off track here. Oh, so such as I'm getting distracted by the Honkai Impact 3rd references. Maybe. I wish I knew more about the timeline, but if someone threw numbers at me, I'd just blank out anyway, so I couldn't actually help. But it's definitely being referenced to it a lot.
For the destruction of 2 worlds.
Only 2 worlds.
In times past, Takamagahara, upon which
that is the name,
descended, was surely as beautiful as Izumo. So, do you still remember why Izumo forged these blades?
Because of a lie.
A lie?
An end that never existed. We long since strode into their shadow.
Whose shadow?
Each step forward one that we can never walk. Until the last blade is forged.
And there's a Genshin reference with the Mei face drawing the sword. Come on, I'm not the only one seeing it, right? Right from the chest where it looks like it's being formed. The sword is actually being formed from the blood. It's broken, but the animation style is very much a reference to that.
Until the last blade is forged into...
Not? Oh, giving up the horns? Funhouse mirror, all right.
I knew this world was fleeting.
Wait, not. Nihility. Oh. Okay, so it's not the forging of the gods then.
And yet.
Oh, there's a lot going on this one. The swords were divine keys. Okay, so they were references, not the actual. Oh, and what do they mean by each one was a world? Like, are they talking literal or... What is going on? I feel there's so much more info. Gah! This only came out 2 days ago, so there's nothing more I can do other than play the goddamn game, which I need to get around to. And people didn't mention I should probably check this out. Oh, goddamn, that is a lot. You know what, for this one, I'm actually going to try something a little different. That does not work. That does not work either. Huh. Well, guess I'm not doing it that way. Let's see if I can make the text bigger on screen. That does not help at all. Oh well. Just going to run through this. The dual planets were intertwined in each other's tragic destiny, and a dead song was scattered amongst the cave. That does not help at all if I do it that way. There's really no good way to get this right in frame, is there? No, well, actually, that kind of works. Hey! And now it's too big to see on the regular screen. God. Fuck it. I'll read this later. Still, though, man. Here we go. That is a lot. So her entire world is a very distinct parallel, but instead of having Hershers, they had divine keys, which were basically the abilities condensed down, so they never had the same power. It looks like they were going off a lie, which was that it would end, and that's why they were fighting nihility at the end, and they were basically running through it. And that's probably why she's Nihility now, because she came to the same conclusion and watched as her planet died. Huh. I definitely need to figure out what the hell's going on. I need to play the game. God damn it. I need to catch up. I'm so far behind. Right now, though, all I can say is I want to know more. I love how they're making so many direct parallels. They know so many fans are going to see her as the Raiden Mei face, and there's probably just as many who are going to see her as the Raiden Shogun face. And, you know, there's some people who are allowed to be wrong by doing that. Although they made the direct comparison by having the animation where she pulled the sword out. Because, of course, in Genshin, the animation is to pull the sword from the cleavage, because that's how it's set up. Of course, in this one, she's not actually pulling the sword out. She's forming it through blood, and it's being changed that way. But so many shout-outs. The one part that I was really surprised about, though, was very much in the IPC trailer, how many references they made in that. I mean, dear God, I was not expecting someone to just drop in the Edge Runner's character in one of them. It was so blatant, and it worked because it wasn't too on the nose, so it's still legally distinct for not being sued reasons, but it was there, and it's not hidden. There is so much going on here. I was wondering if they were creating the gods there, but then at the end, when you see Nihility as the final enemy, I'm wondering, did she cut Nihility in half? I mean, would that even matter, considering it's a black hole or something similar to that? I don't know. Although I do love how it's being set up as the reverse of Honkai Impact 3. It was all of the things that could be done in favor, but without all the power to really back it up. And so they all broke when confronted with everything, and it just went wrong. Either way, dude. For everyone watching, this was a blast. I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments everything I got wrong, because there is so much information here from so many sources that were intentionally vague, because that's how they structure these things. I'm looking forward to this. I will check out the description later, but right now, okay, one, it's a sauna in here and I'm burning up. I'm not even sure if you can see just how hot I am sweating through this. I'm not wearing this to stay warm. I'm wearing this right now so I don't show I'm sweating through my shirt. It's not a good reason. It's actually making it more uncomfortable for me. I really should have thought of a better method, but frankly, I'm in a sauna right now. That said, I will definitely stream more of Honkai. I was going to say it's third, but no, Honkai Star Rail, because I need to catch up. Apparently things happen, and the last time around, we just met Firefly. She seems nice. I wonder how long she'll stick around for. Maybe get a character offer, whatever. We'll see what happens. Either way, though, guys, I'm going to go and not burn up. That would be nice. But more importantly, I'll see you guys in the next one, and thanks for watching, everyone. This was a blast, and I'm glad we tried it out. And I'm also really glad I didn't lose my voice after recording for just 2 hours. That was nice. Unlike last week, where I loved what I was doing, but I could not speak for hours later. Yeah. Glad to finally be getting over sick. That is not something I want to do again. Ever. Don't think I have a choice on that, though. Either way, I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.